Hi there, Sonia here. Thanks for checking in on the nutritional consultation. I do get a lot of questions about it because it is a little bit of a hard thing to explain what it is I actually do on paper, so to speak. So I'm going to tell you in words what the nutritional therapy consultation is because there is a nutritional component, of course, because that's where my training is. There's a therapy side of it, not like the kind of one-on-one counseling that you would typically think of, but there is a very real counseling and therapy side of it because our relationship with food and with ourselves and all those other things really dictates what kind of food we put into our bodies. So how my little system here works is you'll see the initial consultation and assessment is basically 3 consultations over a period of 2 to 3 months. I'm pretty flexible with how that looks because everyone's different. But what I do in the first consultation is I get the whole story of you. I get your timeline on this long paper, and we just kind of write it all out, usually in a way that you've never seen before. And what I do is I correlate cause and effect of all the things that happened. This thing happened to you, then there was this symptom, and this thing happened, and then this started. And it all kind of rolls up into wherever you are right now. And what I'm finding is, which I guess I didn't understand this when I first started doing it this way, it is usually one of the most valuable things about all of the time that you'll ever spend with me is in that first consultation, because it gives you a different perspective of yourself and your life. It lifts some of the confusion about why you are where you are, why certain things hurt that you don't maybe understand why there's so many things wrong. And it gives you a glimpse of a cause and effect that was not your fault. And when you stop blaming yourself or beating yourself up or feeling like there's something wrong with you and someone just explains you to you, there's like this huge relief that often comes and a couple of aha moments in that first session. And it kind of shifts everything because when you see things differently, then you can see a way to do things differently. And I explain the process of healing, which is different than just popping a pill or a supplement and trying to fix something. We don't fix the things, we heal the person and the timeline and the story and use all of that information to figure out a strategy that actually works for you. Everything that I do with people, every consultation is a little bit different because your stories are different, and we just work with what you can do right now. And if I see 5 things that you need to do, I might talk about 1 or 2 of them, and we'll see which 1 or 2, often maybe just 1, where you can start to feel a little bit better. And then you'll come back, and then what is the next thing? So I do work differently than a lot of people. You're not going to get 7 supplements and a strict diet plan from me. It drives me nuts because it doesn't work. There's this universal law in the universe that Newton named. It was his 3rd one. It's to every action in the universe there is an equal and opposite reaction. So if I just take the opposite and try to reverse everything that's ever happened to you and fix it all like this, I'm going to get a bounce back on it this way too. And that's why diets fail. And that's why taking 7 supplements for 2 months would make you feel better for 2 or 3 months, but eventually it goes back the other way. So I really just work with that kind of perspective and with the human being and the story that's in front of me. So the first consultation is very much that conversation. The second one, after the first one, I'll send you away with some homework. Depending what your story is, will depend what other information that I need to see to then actually put together a strategy for you, which we work on in your second consultation, get you the resources you need, get you on the right track, look at a short-term and long-term plan, and then you start, and then a few weeks later you come back for a follow-up to see how things are going, and then we tweak or deal with what has come up. There's support in between where you can email or even call me. And that's that first 2 or 3 months where it's really important to have a little bit of support as you journey into this new thing that you're doing, which is, I guess, at the end of the day, what I really do is I guide people along a very real healing process. And I coach and support along the way because healing is not easy. Most people really just want to feel better. They don't necessarily want to heal because healing takes a lot of work. And I understand that, so I try to make healing as easy as it is possible and just do small steps at a time. So that's how I work. That's kind of, I didn't even say that much about nutrition. Of course, all of that is in there to help different body systems. But at the end of the day, it's usually a person's story that needs to be understood and healed. And there's a whole bunch of different ways to do it. I refer out to a lot of different kinds of practitioners. If I'm not the person that I think that you actually need, I might send you somewhere else, or I might say, you're going to need me for this, this, and this. You're going to need someone else for this. And I will coordinate and talk to other people, counselors, practitioners, whatever it is as well. So that is the 411 on what I do and why it is a little bit different. And what I do know is that it really is that first consultation that you just kind of got to show up for and experience it, and then you get it, and then you can usually be on your way from there. So if that interests you, if you want to sign on for that, you can shoot me an email, give me a call, and we can get you set up and on your way.